Now to go over some historical points of the leadership project, which was to establish purpose, summary, and the background for the document that we were creating. Initially, I wanted to identify some expectations and provide some guidance along with the expected completion date. I wanted to answer any questions relating to the project and begin to establish some goals for the group. This initial meeting at the beginning was, in my opinion, one of the most crucial engagements because this is where our first expectations were outlined. Of course, the project had been going on for some time now, but this engagement is where we finally established some structure and had some sort of a glide path established. Something that we did well was identify a timeline thanks to our SMART goals. Something that I would do different is utilize more historical data from the original document regarding its structure. The original skeleton was there and didn't get referenced until much later in its construction. Once we had trimmed the fat, so to speak, it began to resemble a more refined product. Referencing it sooner could have saved the group more time. Perhaps identifying this earlier and delegating it to a group member would have been a proper initial step. My group was very professional throughout all stages. Once we had identified what needed to be done, we were all there to help each other throughout the process. We got off to a very smooth start until COVID caused us to make some changes in how we operated. Once we made some adjustments to how we communicated, we were able to get back on track. Some things that I would have done differently is perhaps ask for feedback earlier with regards to calendar difficulties and possibly adjusting our requirements when they were due. This would have provided additional time as necessary for everyone to make adjustments to communication difficulties and probably would have provided more on-time submissions rather than sticking to such a rigid routine and timeline. It worked out in the end, but was slightly cumbersome. Of note, and currently to date, all the requirements that I established for the group and the ones that we agreed upon have been successfully met as we approach our final modules. Almost nothing went perfectly as planned, but rarely do they ever. As a leader, I relied heavily on the attitudes and competency of everyone in the committee to accomplish our mission. We all did our part to make this happen, and we should be very proud of the work that we accomplished.